They called you invisible. They made you get the coffee. They stole your reports. They didn't realize you were mapping the company's dark secrets every time you entered the room. It's not a promotion. It's a hostile takeover from the inside. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a story that sounds like it is straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. But it has a playbook that has been used time and time again in the cutthroat world of corporate politics. We're talking about the ultimate underdog story, the intern who took the CEO's chair. This isn't just about climbing the corporate ladder. This is about dismantling it from the bottom and rebuilding it in your own image. Let's set the stage. You're the intern, the lowest rung. You're overlooked, underestimated, and often completely ignored. People talk freely around you, assuming you're not important enough to understand or remember what's being said. They send you on coffee runs, ask you to make copies, and generally treat you like part of the office furniture. This, my friends, is not a disadvantage. This is your greatest weapon. It's what we call the power of the invisible man. When you're invisible, you see everything, you hear everything. While everyone else is busy playing their power games and posturing in meetings, you are the silent observer, the collector of truths. Every coffee run becomes a recon mission. Every trip to the copy machine is an intelligence gathering operation. You're not just fetching a latte. You're noting who's meeting with whom behind closed doors. You're not just copying a report. You're seeing the real numbers before they get sanitized for the official presentation. This invisibility grants you unparalleled access to the raw, unfiltered reality of the organization. You become the ghost in the machine, and nobody even knows you're there. The more they underestimate you, the more powerful you become. This leads us to the next crucial step, mapping the network of secrets. A corporation isn't just an org chart. It's a complex web of alliances, rivalries, hidden debts, and secret promises. Your job as the invisible intern is to map this web. Who owes favors to whom? Who secretly despises their boss? Which department is fudging their numbers to meet targets? Who is having a secret affair that could cause a massive scandal if it ever came out? Every piece of gossip, every overheard whisper in the hallway, every discarded document in the recycling bin is a node in your network map. You start to connect the dots. You realize that the head of sales, who seems so loyal to the CEO, is actually deep in debt to a competitor. You discover that the CFO has been using a shell company to divert funds for years. These aren't just juicy rumors. They are leverage points. They are the hidden levers of power that control the entire organization. You're not just an intern. You are becoming the most informed person in the entire company, all while flying completely under the radar. Your notebook isn't for meeting minutes. It's a black book of the company's deepest, darkest secrets. Now we get to the core of this strategy, creating an information asymmetry advantage. In any negotiation, in any conflict, the side with more information has the upper hand. The CEO, the VPs, the board members, they all operate with a limited, curated view of the company. They see the polished reports. They hear the rehearsed presentations. You, on the other hand, have the ground truth. You have the raw data. You know the things they don't know, and more importantly, you know the things they don't want anyone else to know. This information asymmetry is your ace in the hole. You know that the much-hyped new product launch is doomed to fail because the engineering team has been cutting corners, a fact they've hidden from management. You know that the upcoming merger is based on fraudulent financial statements from the other company, something your own CEO is conveniently ignoring. While they are playing checkers with their limited information, you are playing 4D chess. You see the entire board, every hidden trap, and every possible move 10 steps ahead of everyone else. Your advantage is absolute because it's built on a foundation of truth in an empire of lies. But information is useless unless you know how to wield it. This brings us to the most delicate and dangerous phase of the plan, converting the CEO's enemies into your allies. Inside every company, a CEO has rivals. There are board members who want them out, executives who covet their position, and department heads who feel betrayed or sidelined. These are your potential allies. But you can't just walk up to them and spill all the secrets. That's reckless and will get you fired or worse. Your approach must be subtle. It's a game of whispers and carefully placed anonymous tips. You might accidentally leave a revealing document on the printer for a specific board member to find. You might send an anonymous email to a disgruntled executive with just enough information to make them start digging on their own. You don't present yourself as the source. You present the information as a discovery they made themselves. You are the catalyst, not the actor. You might approach a vice president you know is ambitious and say something like, "I've always admired your strategic vision." It's a shame the current leadership seems to be steering the company in a different direction, isn't it? You plant the seeds of doubt and rebellion, watering them with the secrets you've collected. You don't build an army. You awaken a dormant one that was already there, waiting for a signal. And now for the grand finale. The moment all your planning, all your observation, and all your maneuvering has been leading up to. The board meeting that changes everything. By this point, you have armed your chosen allies with the ammunition they need. The board members have the evidence of financial misconduct. The rival executives have proof of the CEO's incompetence and disastrous decisions. The atmosphere in the boardroom is electric with tension. The CEO walks in, confident and oblivious, ready to present another quarter of rosy projections. But this time it's different. The meeting doesn't go according to their script. One by one, your allies begin to ask pointed questions. They present the evidence you provided. The CFO is confronted with the shell company. The head of sales is questioned about his loyalty. The CEO's lies and deceptions are laid bare for everyone to see. The entire structure of power begins to crumble in real time. It's a cascade of chaos. A perfectly orchestrated coup. The CEO is cornered, exposed, and powerless. A vote of no confidence is called. It's unanimous. They are out. In the ensuing power vacuum, who do you think the board turns to? They turn to the person who seems to have all the answers, the one who saw this coming, the one who can navigate the company out of this crisis. Your allies, now in positions of power, propose a surprising candidate. Someone who understands the company from the ground up. Someone who has proven their loyalty not to a person, but to the truth and the future of the company itself. And just like that, the invisible intern, the person nobody ever noticed, is nominated to take the helm. It's not a promotion. It was a strategic takedown. You didn't climb the ladder. You blew it up and took a helicopter to the top. From fetching coffee to commanding the entire corporation. It's a masterclass in strategy, patience, and the undeniable power of being underestimated. This story serves as a powerful reminder that real power isn't always loud and visible. Sometimes it's quiet, observant, and patient. It's about playing the long game and understanding that knowledge, when wielded correctly, is the ultimate weapon. What do you think? Is this a viable path to power or a cautionary tale about corporate ruthlessness? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.